Hey there, it's Michelle. I want to thank you for joining me. We're going to make this beautiful card, Every Heart Needs One Special Person to Love. I started out with these 3 colors. I've got Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, and Pear Pizzazz. And I've got 2 pieces of watercolor paper. One I cut the flower out of, and the other is the background that I embossed on. And I already started by cutting out with my Big Shot from Sunshine Wishes, the flower from that Thinlit set, and I left it inside the paper. You know, I didn't pull it out so I could paint it and it would stay in place, keep its shape and everything. And these are the colors, like I said, I used these 3 colors. I used those for the background also. And we're just using our water brush, squeezing a little water out, letting it dry a little bit. I'm actually spraying a little water on there too. I'm going to add a little more color to darken it up because it just keeps getting lighter as it dries. All 3 of these colors. Add a little more. Get a nice bright pink out of that. And a little more of this orange. I just love these 2 colors together. I've done a few things with these. And now for the background, I'm going to take these little teeny tiny words from Sealed with Love is the new stamp set. I've got Hugs and Kisses, Love You Lots, I Love You, and I put those 3 on the stamp block, and then later I'll go back in and fill in with the little word that says Kiss. Just white embossing that on the back of the watercolor paper. I almost forgot my Stampin' Buddy there. Okay, and now here's when I'm adding that other little word in there to try to fill in the background. I know it's really hard to see, but it's all on there. And you'll see it better here after, yeah, there, now you can see it when I emboss that. And now we're going to tape our paper down. And I got those 3 colors out again, and I'm adding water to the paper first, and then I'm putting down some color and letting it run a little bit. Then I'll go in and dry it a little, and then I'll add more color to try to deepen the color around the words. See, I'm trying to make sure I get the words all nice, you know, the color dark, nice, you know, right around the words there, wherever I put the white emboss the words into the paper. Now I'm going to dry a little. See, I keep drying and adding more color. Dry a little, add some more color. It just keeps making it the color deeper and deeper. A darker color. Now I'm going to gotta get some more green because it just kind of, like I said, when it dries it faded out a lot. So another layer of color. And now I'm going to use the sentiment there on the front. It says, Every heart needs one special person to love. And I'm going to cover up with a piece of Post-it tape there, the word love, because I already cut it out from the Thinlit set, the Sunshine Wishes. So we're putting that on vellum, and we're going to emboss it with black. And just so you know, you always have to be careful with the vellum because you can ruin the paper with the heat. So there I'm heating it, and that is hot. And there's the other die cut that I made. And I'm putting it on some white fun foam, and I don't know if I'll do this again because look how you can see the white. It kind of drives me crazy, so I end up with a marker. I should have just started over. I ended up with a marker and made a big mess on my hand. So I ended up putting it on a piece of paper and using some tweezers and holding it and coloring it with the marker. And now I'm taking the inside sentiment from the same stamp set, Falling For You. The front came from there also. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. And this one says, You're My Person. So that's on the inside of the card. And I'm making a couple adjustments to the sizes, so a few things. I'm going to glue this beautiful little flower onto the front with our fine tip glue pen. I'm trying to tilt it so the colors are different than what's in the background, so it stands out a little more. I should have put a little more thought into that, because the colors almost matched each other. And now I'm trying to look at the sizing, you know, how everything's going to fit. And this is a cute little edge confetti, heart confetti is what it's called, punch. And I'm punching out the gold foil paper to get a couple of little hearts, just little tiny hearts, so I can have something in on the vellum there, so I can hide the glue behind it. See, it'll go up there. I'm putting those on the front of the vellum, and then I'll put the glue on the other side of the vellum, and those little hearts will hide it for me. Put a little bit behind a couple of letters too. Okay, now that's all glued down. Put something on there to hold it down so it stays nice and flat. And then we're going to glue down our die cut that we made that says the word love. I have to wipe off a little bit of that glue. It's a little runny. And set something on there until that dries, and then I'll use my other little heart for the inside of the card. And that's an A2 size card. And I got that, it's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then the watercolor paper is 3 3/4 by 5, and the black matte paper there, that's 4 by 5.25. I'll have all the sizes on my blog. And I'm using some Tombow to glue these two pieces down. Coming together so great. I just love it. Except now I'm looking at that word love, and it's not very pretty because I went over top of it with the marker. So I thought, oh, let's fix it with some glossy accents. I just love glossy accents. They kind of fix a lot of things for you, make things look pretty and shiny. So got that all filled in. Make sure you don't have any bubbles in it, and it takes about an hour or so for that to dry. And we're all done. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to stop by again sometime soon. Bye-bye.